just going to put down all the inputs that we have in order to figure out the grade. Quiz 1, quiz 2, exam 1, right? Exam 2, and exam 3. Okay. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go with what the even though we're not there, I'm going to go with, I'm going to highlight, I'm going to do what the course instructor already set up just as a thing. So let's imagine here's a student, and for quiz 1, the person got a 73. I mean, you're going to put yours, but, and second quiz, they did better, 83. It might be the other way around for some of you guys, right? So whatever, just a combination. And let's say they took the first exam, and they go, damn, I got 71. Okay, now, which I don't like, because the grading scale is on the right side, right? So, so that's what we got so far. So what I'll do is I'll just highlight that in blue as given, right? And what we're trying to figure out now is highlight what's remaining as the changing cells, right? Because we're just kind of curious about what kind of scores I need in order to get different stuff. Now, you'll notice as I go down here, we have something like, what's our target course grade? Let's say I'm interested, for sake of argument, I just want to be, just want to get out of here, but not be shamed. I just want to graduate, but you know. And then we'll figure out the actual course grade. Now we're going to do some calculation, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just grab what I just wrote here, just copy it, put it down here, do a paste, just so I see where it's at. Okay. Now, do we remember what the weights are? Okay, actually I got to change this, sorry. Instead of exam 1, 2, 3, I'm going to have to change this. We have different weights, right? So we have what we call your highest score, right? Highest exam. Let's pick the highest exam score. And then we have your middle one, middle exam. And then you have your lowest. There. The reason we're doing that is that we know that in terms of the quiz, the percentage weight for quiz 1 was 0.1. And for quiz 2, it was 0.15. And maybe I should ask the instructor to say 0.15 for the highest quiz. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Like that? I'll toss it. I will. Okay, I'll try to do that because, you know. Now, the highest one, we said we're going to give what? 0.27. And then the middle one, we give it a 0.25. And then the lowest one, we give 0.23. Right? Okay. So now, what we want to do is figure out where to put the numbers. Okay, so for quiz 1, right? Now, again, for changing cell, we should always put some numbers, right? So I'm just going to, you know, not be realistic and put 100 and 100. Okay. No, it can't be 100. It can't be perfect. Let's put 95. Okay. 195. Why? Because we're going to kind of do the next part. So for quiz 1, well, that's just equal. I've just put an equal and just pointed up to C4, right? Because that's quiz 1. I press enter. For quiz 2, I put equal and just point to the cell for quiz 2, which is C5. Okay. Now, for the highest exam, I have to scan all 3 of those and just pick the score with the highest number, right? So I mean, like, what are some functions in which I can actually get the highest if I grab a whole set of numbers? Max. So I could do max. Okay, so before I go, the lowest then would be what? Min? And then what about the middle one? What do you use? Median. Probably will work. So I got nothing against it. But I'll throw in one more, because you could go ahead and try it and it will work. But what if you have, we only have 3, so median is median, so you got it. But what if someday you're an instructor, you might add extra exams and stuff, then, or more. Then there's another function called large. Have you ever seen that? So I'm going to type equal, L-A-R-G-E. And when you click it, you notice it's large, and it says, give me the set of numbers. It'll return the kth largest value. You specify it. The first largest, the second largest, the third largest, the fourth largest. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, large. And then I'm just going to go ahead and select the 3, C6 through C8. And by the way, I'm kind of lazy. I know I'm going to be copying this further down, so I'm just going to press F4 right now. So I put $ signs in front of it, fix those, because I want to keep picking those. I'm going to press comma, and for large, I want the first largest. So I press the number 1 right after the comma. So I got large, again, that cell, comma 1, the 1 being the first largest. I press right parentheses, enter, I get 100. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drag these down. They're all 100, but what I want to do now is go to this, the second one, change the number 1 to what? 2. So if I press 2 and press enter, it found it. It's 95. And then finally, for this last cell, I'm going to change the 1 to a 3, and we're good. Okay. I'm not going to continue with the other stuff. When you